It's going to work. All right, it says I'm live. All righty, hopefully the signal will be not showing it very strong, but welcome, MacBean Scottish Fitness. We'll move this back here. And took a walk with the missus out there. Yeah. And then I did a lift. I will have that posted later on the lift. We did have some kind of happen interesting. This is why I'm going to get going. So the first thing is let's get the pan heated up. So I do have my MacBean pan. So this is probably a commercial you see often for mine, but hey, you never know. And as always, I'm going to start with some bacon to provide the, yeah. Then my signal, I don't know if you can, in the video, audio, looks like hopefully AT&T will if you get a really good, nice full color. And you keep moving it around. Oh, hey, I found the perfect spot. While that's getting ready. And as always, these are the blades that I use. Bread knife. So this potato has been here for a while, so I just got like size for steamed potatoes because they are pretty solid. Understand potato plants do produce seeds. Potato. Peel them to be pretty safe. And then I'm going to cube them up. The main difference between baking is they don't disappear on 99 a pound. So that's a good deal. Now, because of that, they don't leave as much bacon grease as you would on other ones. So, Ray, how am I coming across? Am I still readable? I keep getting the notification. Clean it too. There you go. I'm gonna go later. So what I do is chop the potato up now. It's been better, yeah. I know. What are you gonna do? I'm at the mercy of AT&T. I no longer be at. I probably would get rid of my two. In my opinion, pick and choose what can be shown. So the latest one to be taken off of DirecTV was Newsmax. All right, they did One American News before that. It seems like anything that has a different voice, and your mainstream media they get rid of. And to me, that's censorship and propaganda. Propaganda is not so much what you say, as what you don't allow to be said. Said. To me, is the same thing. Not saying it is. Like I said, just my opinion. Do your own research, come to your own conclusions. But I used to like One American. I used to like Newsmax because you get the news right away. You know, at night they had their opinion shows just like everybody else did. And I don't watch them. I don't care whose it is. I don't watch Fox's opinion shows. I don't watch CNN opinion shows. I do something. And you get angry. You get stressed. When you get stressed, your health can be affected. By you, Ray, out there at that Intel plant, and come to that. And it was a baseball bat and possibly some other blunt objects. And it's actually a place where I know people who work there. So they were giving me the information. But then I went on Twitter, the land of misinformation. And sure enough, there was people that were tweeting, were repeating the initial things that popped up on the news. They're saying, oh, another shooting. I said, well, no, it's not. You need to pull that information up there now because now it's saying something completely different. And this is what I used to tell my son is give it a few days. Give it a few days for the real information to come out because what first comes out in the media, 90% of the time is misleading. All right. They want to get you to click on their thing, so they threw a gun in there. There was no gun involved. It was a baseball bat. And surprise, surprise, surprise. Guy killed one of his coworkers and put another in the hospital. And you'll never guess, but oh yeah, he had a felony. 2001. You know, he got charged with assault with a deadly weapon. So, kind of seen this one coming. So the way I look at it, that the one guy that ended up getting killed, if he has a spouse, well, I do believe Intel's going to be paying for her needs for the rest of her life, and justly so. I can really crank this down to low. So this bacon doesn't produce as much bacon grease. Now, at one time I did have extra bacon grease there to use. But when we got the new stove, we kind of cleaned things up. So I'm going to have to wait till I can do that again. That's probably when I make BLTs. So if you make BLTs, whoo, I could pound in hand. I thought you were maybe just on that one that you put up to the stomach. Take care of it. So when I'm a little short on bacon grease, I will use vegetable shortening. The one thing I don't want to use is I don't want to use seed oils. That's the one I stay away from. Only because I got about 45 minutes before I got to. No, I didn't know you were actually doing the needles there. That's what my buddy has to do that. Hopefully you'll get to the point where you don't have to do that as often. No fun. Let me see, we got 4 big eggs there. And we've got, oh. This is a medium egg. And this is the one I get from my buddy. So we'd call these probably extra large or jumbos. And I did pick up another 2 dozen from the farmer down the road. So this will be the last of, I think, of the store-bought ones. Sausage. And I just did that to have some variety. Those things to chew on. It'll give me something to chew on. Now, usually when I'm cooking on the standard burner, the 2 power burners are basically so strong that the only thing we use them for is when we're doing a big pot, maybe a stew or bring water up to a boil. And that's what we use it for. Otherwise, the standard burner, which I think the standard burner has almost as much output as my power burner on my old stove. I know the 2 power burners are much stronger. So I'll throw some ye old Crisco in there. Now I know, yeah, coconut oil will probably be better when it comes to what is it you want. And then, and if I want to gain weight, this is how I do it. We had this for first breakfast. I actually had an ice cream bar first thing when I got up this morning because we've been eating ice cream. Eat it in the morning. So we got here, Smile 12. Good morning. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. So I'm cooking breakfast for lunch. And it's going to be something I take to work with me and also leave some here for the missus. So put the potatoes in. Put them in first because they take the longest to cook. Put our special Scottish seasonings in. Basically, it's fresh ground pepper and sea salt. Now we have other seasonings in there too, but that's basically the ones I use. And I started at a low heat, and then I'll kick it up to like a medium low. Looks like I'll still need some more Crisco in there. That should probably do it. So I appreciate everybody coming in and appreciate you putting up with the signal. As I can tell, it's sometimes it's there and sometimes it's not. And here I got the onion. I say onion, I like to say it like I'm from Louisiana on that. We went out today for a nice walk. Nice sunny day. Definitely warm enough. A little chilly, but not bad. I try to move my phone again. So I got the bacon, I got the sausage already cooked. I'll take 2 slices of bread with me. I got a big thing from, I don't know why it does that. How is my connection? Of course, as soon as I did that, the little warning went away. So, gotta keep stirring this. This is a stainless pan, it's not a non-stick. And the secret is, don't overheat it. I know it's funny when they show them cooking, their flames flying all over the place. And 5x5, hi Teresa, thanks for coming in. Yeah, that could do it too, but like I said, I just can't wait until Starlink comes by. Give me the option of having a real connection. And at that time, I might be making some changes with AT&T. Well, I'll definitely make some changes with DirecTV. Because once I get the Starlink, then I can do Netflix. I can do some of those other satellite shows, and then I don't have to be relying on them. All right. All you do is keep moving it around. A little bit more pepper in there, a little more salt, get some iodine in there. So I do put more potatoes than I usually do because I want it to go further. I'll throw the onions in there. We'll throw the eggs in there to bind everything together. And this will be my meal before I go to work. And it'll be one of them. It's buffering a smidge, yeah. It may not be on your end. It might be on mine or both. But it will be my my lunch. And then I'll take another container with me, leave a container here. And then I have one from dinner. So that's usually what takes the longest to cook. So we're going to heat up to about medium low. And once I put the onions in there, I'll cut up the bread and might toast some of it. And some I'm going to toast in butter and put it in a container and take that with me. So I'll have plenty of calories. I did get a workout in today. I will be posting that later. And yeah, it's going to be on my end. Mile 12. I'm sure it's on my end while it's buffering. But I did do a workout, which I'm going to post. At the end of the workout, there is an incident that happens that I'm sharing with everybody because it brings up a good point. And not something I was planning on, but I'm glad it happened. So that'll be getting loaded up later on this afternoon. And might have to make some adjustments later on because of that. We'll see how Thursday goes. Tomorrow I'll be at the gym. I'll be live streaming there with a better signal. So then we should be okay. Michael, how are we doing? Good afternoon, Michael. So I did a workout here on the deck. I will be posting that video later on this evening towards the end. Something very interesting happened. How's that for clickbait? Quick. That's why I make sure the potatoes are getting cooked off the pan. Went for a walk down the street with the missus. Hung up another security light. So I'm trying to get anywhere close to the house. You're going to get spotlighted. So we'll see how well that works. Hopefully the signal's getting a little better now. I haven't had any naughty messages popping up yet. So we did a second potato. So that's like a whole potato more than what we did last time. Onions just for kind of flavor and some nutrition. I added sausage to the mix. Make it good. And then, of course, I'm going to take the rest of this homemade bread with me and then have another loaf over there. You want to make sure, because when you make did something a little different. Some legs and triceps. There we go. I did trap bar, shrugs, and deadlifts. And usually I would have went and did bench today, but think it's in my pocket. Mom was home, school was off, but I figured I'd stay home and work out on my deck. And that's kind of the advantage of having those weights there. And so even those days I can't make it to the gym, I can still do a work. I just surpassed 8,000 subs. Yay! So pretty happy of accomplishment, I believe anyway. I'm really happy with it. And then on my Instagram account, I have surpassed. When I hit 10,000 subs, I will have a giveaway. You're buffering, yeah, I am, and it's my end. It's just AT&T during the afternoon. Now I'm gonna throw the onions in there and get them rolling. And then we'll get ready to cut up the rest of the bread. So this is the bread that I made yesterday morning. So easy to make. I put a couple eggs in there so that up the protein amount of it. So instead of being about 3 grams per slice, it's probably around 5, maybe 6. Put a little honey on top, a little honey and butter on top when I was cooking it. And very, very happy the way it came out. So let's stir this stuff up. So you can tell it's getting warmer. You can see the flies coming around, and I actually killed my first wasp. Got a wasp fall down from the ceiling. So we do, because of all the wood, we do have a real issue with wasps. The next thing I'll be adding into there is the bacon back in. And then I'll be putting a lot more eggs than I did last time. Yeah, absolutely. Just remember, slow and steady workout video that I'll be posting later on today. You have to pay attention to, and sometimes you just have to stop. There's times to push through a workout, and there's time to say, okay, time to stop. So let's cut the bread here. And we'll cut them a little thinner so I can put them in the toaster. Kids can't beat this stuff. Well, I'm going to put butter on them. And then at least one I'm going to eat with me because I need the calories. There we go. That's why I always save these. I have a buddy that puts meals in these. I save them, and they're really great to take to lunch. Yeah, it's flavor, nutrition. So now, this is the second time I had to pay attention because the toaster gets warmed up the first time, then the second time it is down. Let me see, my son has Verizon, yeah. So the thing with Verizon is their signal strength is just about the same as AT&T's. And their plans are about the same. There's really no advantage for me to go on Verizon. Yeah, I mean, I understand it. We're in a low populated area. They're not too concerned about us. And that's just what it is. Well, time to pop it. Well, I don't want to pop the eggs in there until I get this other set of toast out. Because then I'll forget about it, and the next thing you know, I'll have burnt toast. There we go. So it may not be as toasted as much as I want it, but at least it's not burnt. Same thing, put some Tampa butter on it. Hopefully I can actually leave these in the container and leave them at work, and it works very warm. Now this one I'm going to eat. So let's start popping some eggs in there. That was a question already. Throw the eggs in there. Now, usually I don't do these many eggs, but I'm cooking for a few of us. So that's a garden. All right, 8 eggs. One more just for good luck. All right. All right. There we go. Got that going. So they're kind of like a mini scramble. They're kind of mixed in. Same thing. Some black pepper. Ah, okay, that explains that. Oh, say nothing's coming out. Take the cap off, then. Salt. And stir it again. All right, 2 o'clock. About, I don't know, 20 minutes before I gotta hit the road. Hit the road, Jake. Let me catch up on comments here. And the kettlebell. Kettlebell's a great one. You can do a lot of shoulder exercises with them. You can do a lot of leg exercises with them. You know, it gives you a lot of different range of motions. Yeah, kettlebells are really good. I don't have any, and there's really no particular reason why or why not. It's just not something I've invested in, but I know my nephew does, and yeah, I think it's a good idea. So it does make it a little easier to work out. Need some more lids here. Seem to be a little shy on lids. There's one. There we go. But yeah, kettlebells, not a problem. It's good exercise. And basically, it's not much different than a dumbbell. It just probably a little bit easier to hold on to and do different directions with. If you do have their phone, you get a discount. Yeah. The problem is out here, Verizon isn't any better. I know a guy who was a Verizon dealer, and he let me take the phone with me and to test it, and it just wasn't going to happen. There you go. More lids. Here, it works. There, so I got 4 pieces of bread to take with me. That bread is so good. Our thing I do is for life all the time. They should be one of my sponsors. But maybe when I get bigger. I did see a Fairlife commercial on TV. Yeah. Run that out to the garden. When I was working out, I could tell I was getting hungry. What did I miss now? We'll let that cooking. So that's a good thing to bring up, Michael. The eggs went up in the store a lot, and my supplier down the road increased the price too. I used to give them for $2.50 a dozen. Well, then he has to go up to $3. I said, okay. Lately they've been $3.50. I think a lot of it is because the stores were $6.50. Last week I went back in the store and they had eggs back down to $3.50. Now I would rather have the fresh eggs anyway. And the only time I bought store eggs is when they couldn't keep me in supply. But now that weather is warmer, that probably won't be as much of a problem. Yeah, it is much warmer now. Yeah, sausages. Mm-mm-mm. So good. Now, I'm not taking a D right now because I was outside for a good 30 minutes exposed to the sun, so my body has probably produced quite a bit of it. Yeah. I think they went up because they were selling out of them. I blame the stores. And then also they realized, well, they're not selling as many. So they came back down. Now, I'll see what they look like next time I go in the store. I didn't pay attention to last night. I should have. You want me to say something about this? Okay. I'll just put it in a bowl for you. Or you want it? Okay. I made a big batch for that. So, yeah, $6.50 a dozen. That was starting to get a little ridiculous. Both bread here, if she wants that. Here's the crust of it. Because that goes to the boys. So here's what the monstrosity looks like. See if that's good enough. So, got 2 potatoes, an onion, bacon. So, here's for Mom's later on. Sausages. This is going to be for me later on. Now, non-stick, this isn't. Only disadvantage with it is they're not non-stick. That one I can take to work with me. And these I eat. Put this away from Mama. There. Oops, I have a cover. Knocked out in about 40, 50 minutes, 51 minutes. There was much rejoicing. Yay. Well, that's good stuff. Perfect timing. Hey, Christopher. Yeah, that's true. Like I said, I'm just going to get them from farmers. I got a farmer down the road, and I got a buddy that does them, so I'm not worried about eggs. But yeah, those are gone. Almost like it was a plan. But everybody, thanks for joining in. I appreciate it. Hurry up, we'll knock this food out, and then be heading to work, where I'll post my workout video. Remember, at the end, there's kind of a lesson there, well worth watching. All right, remember, rest, nutrition, proper exercise.